Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you along for a cozy day in my sewing studio, a peek into what a typical day looks like when I'm working on projects, getting inspired, and sipping way too much coffee. Let's get started. Today the weather is a bit gloomy, which gives the perfect vibe for a creative day. I usually start my mornings with some quiet time, lighting a candle and of course coffee. Once I settled in the studio, I checked my to-do list. Today I'm working on the green dress from the second round of my fabric challenge. I prepared the sewing machine and threaded it with green thread. I have already cut out the elements of the dress. I modified the body sewing pattern of the emery dress. In my planning video, I wasn't sure yet what neckline to choose. Finally, I decided on the round neckline. This dress is quite an easy project, so I'm hoping to finish it today. I prepared the facing, which is an all-in-one facing, as I didn't want to have any visible seam on the right side of the bodice. After I sewed it on the bodice around the neckline, I realized that I can't sew the armholes the way I should because I have the zipper on the side and not at the back, so I can't turn the bodice inside out. I even ripped the side seams open to try the impossible. As I didn't want to start over, I had to come up with a solution. Using a 1.5 cm seam allowance, I stitched the seam on the armhole of the bodice and a tiny bit wider seam on the armhole of the facing. I graded the seam allowance on both pieces with pinking shears. I folded back the seam allowance on the bodice along the seam and pinned it. Then I folded back the seam on the facing and pinned it to the armhole of the bodice. The facing is a few millimeters shorter, so I can hand stitch the facing to the seam allowance of the bodice. This solution meant more work and took longer, but the result was good enough. After I finished the bodice, I took a break. With a fresh cup of coffee, I made myself comfortable on the armchair in front of the window. I want to deep clean my studio and also organize some areas and rearrange the bookshelf. I like to flip through my old decor books to find ideas and inspiration. After the short break, I continued working on the dress by making the skirt. By late afternoon, I finished the dress. I only need to hem it, but since it is a circle skirt, I will hang the dress for a few days before hemming. This will allow the bias to stretch before I can even up the hem. I tidied up the studio, made sure that the iron is unplugged, and checked my to-do list. Thank you for spending the day with me in the studio. What are you currently working on? I would love to read about your projects, so please leave it in the comments. If you like these cozy behind the scenes videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.